Ladies and gentlemen, the following episode is scheduled for one fall. Coming down the aisle are your hosts of In The Kliq, Baby Huey and Ryan Tronic.
What's up, everybody? Baby Huey here, back at it for a very special episode of In The Kliq. It is WrestleMania season, my favorite time of the year. Needless to say, I'm super excited for WrestleMania 39 this Saturday, April 1st, and this Sunday, April 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Peacock. And joining me to talk all about it is the current WWE Raw Women's Champion, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. How's it going, Bianca?
It's going good. It's the road to WrestleMania, so all excited over here.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So as you know, I'm up in San Francisco, Northern California, so I will be making the drive down this Wednesday. I will be in the house at SoFi Stadium. I'm super excited. I can't wait to just partake in all the events in Los Angeles this weekend. But for you, let's go ahead and talk about your weekend. I know you have a busy day with Raw tonight and all the events lead up to WrestleMania. So, this weekend, you are defending the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka, and this is a different Asuka than we've seen in recent years. When she made her big return at Royal Rumble, she revealed a new evil clown look, and then she went on to Elimination Chamber, won that match to become your new number one contender. So what's your mindset going into WrestleMania, taking on this new intimidating side of Asuka?
I'm excited for it. I think that, there's not a match at WrestleMania that's going to be like mine and Asuka's with our dynamic. But yeah, Asuka, she's definitely come back and kind of reinvented herself and brought this, whole new mystique about her. And it is kind of hard to, prepare for someone when you don't know what to expect. I'm trying to figure her out. Can't figure out if she's ready or if she's playing and she's dancing around or she's tackling me from behind. And I've always considered Asuka one of the greatest female wrestlers in the world. So it's no better stage to go up against her than at WrestleMania. But I will say I'm walking in as champion this year. My previous 2 years, I was the challenger. I was going after the title, and I won a title 2 years in a row. And so this will be my third year at WrestleMania. I'm very confident in the ring, but this is my biggest WrestleMania yet. I have everything on the line. I could, be on the verge of being the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion and be three-peat at WrestleMania. So I'm going to have to go in there and just have Asuka play my game, but also match her speed and her hard-hitting style, and matching and go over and beyond and rely on all my ESTs to take her down. Yeah, no, I'm glad you just touched on it. That's something I was going to lead into as far as you both have something to prove this weekend with your match as far as what it means for you guys to either one of you get the win. For you, as you mentioned, if you do beat Asuka, you continue on with your title reign and you become that much closer to beat Becky Lynch's title reign as the longest Raw Women's Champion. For Asuka, and also, as you said, become a 3-0 at WrestleMania, have your own streak going. But for Asuka, as well decorated she's been in WWE, she's won it all, she's done it all. But the one thing she has not accomplished is winning a match at WrestleMania. So, I think right there, the stakes are so high. So does that more pressure on yourself to get that win, to keep your streak going and, make sure Asuka doesn't get one over on you? I mean, definitely. I mean, when I first came in WWE, I came in at the time when Asuka was actually the champion in NXT, and I watched how, dominating she was. And I saw her just tear through the whole entire roster and then get to Raw and SmackDown and do the same thing. But, there's no one, they always say the most dangerous person in the room is the person who has, who's going after everything and has something to prove. But I also say, that doesn't top the person who has everything to lose. To me, that's the most dangerous person in the room, and that's me. I could literally gain everything and be at the mountaintop if I win a WrestleMania, and then if I lose, I'm right back down to the bottom, and I'm about to climb my way back to the top. So I have everything to lose. Asuka has everything to gain. So it's really interesting, the conflict that's happening here. And so we're both going to go in and give it everything that we have. We're just,
two competitors with the same goal, and that's to win at WrestleMania and stand tall with the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah. So also what I'm looking forward to, and I think what a lot of fans have come to expect, is it's been well documented. You do make your own ring gear. I believe it was the other day you tweeted out a photo of some scissors. Like looks like you're well busy making your ring gear. I mean, obviously it's going to be a surprise at WrestleMania what it is, but can you kind of give us a preview of what can we expect from your custom made personalized ring gear?
Well, I'll tell you this. I just started it, and I'm literally, as I'm doing this interview, I'm sitting here sewing. No lie, I have it on my lap. I have a needle in my hand. I've poked my hand. My fingers hurt. So I'm having to do most of the stuff by hand. I've packed my sewing machine. But, yeah, I mean, we're going to Hollywood. So, you got to go all out, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing for WrestleMania. But I'm trying to keep this streak of making my own gear. My schedule's getting very busy, champ life and appearances and everything. But I just can't go out there. I just feel like I can't go out there unless I've made my own gear. And it gives me a sense of pride. And I love how my fans appreciate it. So I just want to always deliver for them as well.
And what about for your husband, Montez Ford? Him and Angelo Dawkins are part of the Street Profits. They have the Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Match. Do you make their ring gear at all, or are they going to have something separate made for WrestleMania? Are you able to kind of preview that as well?
I've made a ring gear a couple of times before. I made it at day one in Atlanta. I made it for one of the Royal Rumbles. I just made my husband's gear for Elimination Chamber. But this year for Mania, no, they have their own gear maker. My husband, I'm always trying to make their gear, but my husband's like, you have too much going on. You barely have enough time to make your gear. I'm not trying to stress you out. So he always looks out for me because I'm always trying to just do too much. But yeah, they have some gear being made, and I've seen it. It's nice. Mm-hmm. That's all I can say. I'm not trying to get in trouble over here, but they have nice gear. They do.
Okay, right on. And so last year I was in Dallas for WrestleMania. You had the big entrance with the marching band, and that's the thing with WrestleMania. It's all about the big over-the-top entrances. It makes it so much fun, a big spectacle. I'm guessing you're going to have something else lined up this year in Los Angeles. I know I just keep asking you if you're able to give me a preview for all this, but can we expect another big entrance for you as well in Hollywood and LA this weekend?
I mean, of course. I mean, but that's what's exciting about WrestleMania. It's not just the matches. Everybody's anticipating what's the gear going to look like, what's the entrances going to look like, who's going to do what. And so, I had the HBCU band last year bring me out. And I'm like, wow, what can I possibly do to top that? So, I have something planned, and it's very sentimental to me, and I'm excited about it. And, I just want this Mania to be, not just about me. And, I'm building my legacy here, and I want my legacy to not just be where people remember what I do, but they remember how I made them feel and how I inspired people, because that's my why. I want to be bigger than me. So, just trying to bring that to the table. But I'm very excited about my entrance this year.
Okay, sweet. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I will be at SoFi Stadium, so I cannot wait to experience it in person. And I do want to ask, about the Four Horsewomen. I've asked you this before, but just kind of want to follow up on it. So over the last couple of years, you defeated Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 37, Becky Lynch last year, WrestleMania 38. You defeated Bayley multiple times, and you did have a match with Charlotte in NXT. I believe it was early 2020, and also a couple Raw matches back in October 2021. So is that a personal goal of yours to defeat every member of the Four Horsewomen at a WrestleMania?
Definitely. I've defeated 3 out of the 4. The last one was Charlotte. Even before this Mania, people were asking me what was my dream match. And I was like, Charlotte Flair. I wanted to wrestle Charlotte Flair this year and be the last Four Horsewomen that I beat. They've just done so much for the women's division, and I feel like I'm at the forefront of another generation of women's superstars that are coming through WWE. So, I mean, that dream is definitely on the table. It's not happening this year, and I'm fine with it. I'm facing Asuka, who she won the Elimination Chamber, and it's cool because I actually won the Elimination Chamber last year, and that was my road to WrestleMania. So it's cool that was Asuka's road to me this year for WrestleMania. But I mean, definitely, that's always going to be my goal, and it's still my goal. And whether that happens next year at 40 or 41 or 42, it's just something that I feel like has to happen. Belair versus Flair. at a WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this, though. So, going back early this year when Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble, a lot of fans were, a good portion, if you look at social media at least, a lot of people were hopeful that maybe Rhea was going to challenge you for the Raw Women's title. Instead, she did challenge, Charlotte, and here they are. They're on their course for a match, and it makes sense. It's 3 years in the making, a rematch between the two of them. You have Asuka. What can you say to the fans that maybe wanted to see you versus Rhea? Is that something you're hopeful we'll see down the line at some point? I know was it on one episode of Raw, she was kind of eyeballing you backstage once. So what can you say to the fans who want to see you and Rhea to go at it at some point?
I mean, I'm definitely excited for the future. I think that it's really cool that Rhea and I were both on this climb on opposite ends, and one day we're going to meet at the top of this mountaintop. And the longer that we wait, the bigger it's going to be. Hopefully that's where we end up being, where we can clash at the mountaintop. I'm excited for her for what she's doing. Of course, somebody wins the Royal Rumble, you want to be the person that they pick, but I think that they just have a lot of history. We've already gotten a little taste of what they can do at WrestleMania with what happened a couple of years ago when Rhea was NXT champion. So, maybe just in her mind, it's just, something on her bucket list that she has to check off first before she meets me. But yeah, of course, I want it just as bad as everybody else. And that's all we can hope for, is that one day we get there and we just meet at the mountaintop.
Sweet. Well, listen, Bianca, I know you got a busy day. You got Raw later tonight. And then, like I said, all the events for WrestleMania week coming up. So I encourage everyone, make sure to watch WrestleMania 39 this Saturday, April 1st, Sunday, April 2nd, streaming live on Peacock, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, our time here on the West Coast. I will be down at SoFi Stadium in the press box cheering you on. And I hope we can continue this conversation, hopefully in person. I believe there's a press junket on Friday, so hopefully we can continue this in person. But thank you so much for the time, and good luck to you.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you again.
Awesome, Bianca. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
There you have it. Thank you again to Bianca Belair for being on the show. Remember to watch WrestleMania 39 this Saturday, April 1st, and this Sunday, April 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Peacock. You can follow Bianca Belair on Facebook at WWE Bianca Belair, and on Twitter and Instagram at Bianca Belair WWE. Make sure to follow WWE on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well. All right, Kliqsters, let's go home now. Remember to subscribe to In The Kliq on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're also on a ton of other major podcast platforms. Help the show out by rating, reviewing, leave a comment, and share the podcast. Subscribe to In The Kliq's YouTube page, watch the videos, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Please follow In The Kliq on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for @InTheKliq. Email us at inthekliq@gmail.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in and for all the support. And that's the bottom line, because Huey said so.